Yo, I'm Miss Nabogi, and welcome to my rap about dyslexia. Although those that have this LD can be quite smart, some think they don't seem to be an intelligentsia. That's actually quite wrong, as you can see from my friends like George Washington, Steven Spielberg, and Albert Einstein. Those with dyslexia can overcome their design.
So what is dyslexia and how does it work?
Well, thank you, Sam. Let me tell ya, Dyslexia. This is in the name, but have no fear. It just takes you longer to get the idea.
It's cool.
Give yourself time for the words to come clear. It'll happen, don't fret. And in the meantime, no sweat. There's another alternative, like learning through visuals. You'll get there, that's affirmative. You just need other symbols. Make connections through experience, since your brain needs more than the basic ingredients, and apply knowledge as you learn. 3 students in every classroom have dyslexia.
That's 10 to 15%.
That's why it's important to support them, y'all. But to what extent? Well, there's this thing called the phonological model that tells about how language is processed in the brain.
Oh yeah, explain!
And did you know that language is processed in a hierarchy? Yep, from highest to lowest. Here's the party. There's semantics,
Vocabulary,
syntax,
grammatical structure,
discourse,
connecting sentences,
and at the base, phonemes.
units of sound within a word.
Yeah, there's 44 sounds in the English language. And the brain must remember it all. So now we know how language is made up. It's really these phonemes where we need to say sup, because they're the ones that make reading hard for these students. Not necessarily the swimming of letters that's the nuisance, but the brain not computing the phonemes in their head. Like, how are things going to get read when the basics of language are in the red? Dyslexia. This is in the name, but have no fear. It just takes you longer to get the idea.
It's cool.
Give yourself time for the words to come clear. It'll happen, don't fret. And in the meantime, no sweat. There's another alternative, like learning through visuals. You'll get there, that's affirmative. You just need other symbols. Make connections through experience, since your brain needs more than the basic ingredients, and apply knowledge as you learn. So you want to know how to support these students? Alright, well, first of all, you can differentiate for them. Like, you can change the font size. Try Comic Sans or Arial. Often, working memory is hard for these students, so repetition and small chunks of information is key. They also like multisensory approaches, so use visuals, audiobooks, and my favorite, play games with them. Another important thing to keep in mind is these students can get exhausted, frustrated, and suffer from low self-esteem. Make them feel comfortable in your classroom and offer them ulterior ways of learning. Like those with dyslexia often struggle with answering questions out of context. Try giving them clues about the big picture and allow themselves to talk through the answer. Try offering them an oral presentation where they can explain a topic rather than relying on comprehension or standardized testing. Well, that seems to be all we have time for. Before I go, this is what to look for. Students with dyslexia often appear depressed, lazy, or withdrawn. Take a step back and consider what they have undergone. With help from their teacher, they can be some of the most intelligent students going on. Anyway, that's all we have time for. Dyslexia later.